Ten Hag will speak at Carrington just a day after United threw away a comfortable 2-goal lead against Sevilla in the first leg of the Europa League quarter-finals, a result which was made worse by injuries to Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. United looked certain to win the game thanks to a Marcel Sabitzer brace in the first half, but the tempo dropped after the break and Ten Hag made multiple questionable changes, which allowed Sevilla an opportunity to get back into the contest. Although the second leg against Sevilla will be played next week in Spain, United have the challenge of taking on Nottingham Forest, who are fighting for survival in the Premier League, away at the City Ground on Sunday afternoon. Ten Hag will react to Sevilla, look ahead to that match and give an update on the team news. Stephen Railston, thank you for following coverage today. 13:08 Stephen Railston. 2 United players could return versus Nottingham Forest. Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay could return against Nottingham Forest on Sunday. United travel to Forest with uncertainty over 8 injured players after centre-backs Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez were injured in the 2-2 Europa League quarter-final draw with Sevilla. Alejandro Garnacho has been sidelined for 5 weeks with an ankle injury. Shaw has missed the last 2 matches. Marcus Rashford is due to miss a few games. McTominay was unavailable against Sevilla through injury. Donny van de Beek is out for the remainder of the season and Tom Heaton is recovering from a foot injury. Read more here. 1257 KEY event. Ten Hag uses bizarre explanation at press conference. Erik Ten Hag said he risked looking like a cow's ass with his decision to remove Bruno Fernandes and Antony in Manchester United's Europa League draw with Sevilla. Ten Hag said he withdrew Fernandes on the hour and Antony in the 81st minute as he had been warned by the referee Felix Swayer that both were on a booking and at risk of being sent off. Fernandes had tossed the ball away and Antony engaged in an on-running spat with Argentine Marcos Acuna. United were 2-0 up when both changes were made yet drew 2-2 and ended the quarter-final first leg with 10 men as Lisandro Martinez had to be carried off injured. Read what Ten Hag said here. 12:44 Stephen Railston. That's a wrap from today's press conference. The cow quotes were excellent. 1242 KEY event. A cow in the ass. The best quotes have been saved for last from Ten Hag, who discussed the referee's warnings. 1241 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag on top 4 battle. 1238 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag on second half. 1238 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag on experienced players. 1237 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag on energy levels. 1236 key event. Martinez metatarsal. 1235 Stephen Railston. Maguire suspended for Brighton. 1235 Stephen Railston. Can Martial start again? 1234 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag on rotation. 1234 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag on Martial impact. 1232 Stephen Railston. Other team news. 1231 Stephen Railston. Lindelof and Maguire. 1231 key event. Ten Hag on injuries. 1231 Stephen Railston. Here we go. Ten Hag has arrived. 1222 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag will speak shortly. Just under 10 minutes until he speaks. 1210 Stephen Railston. What time will Ten Hag speak? We'll bring you updates from Ten Hag at 12:30 p.m. 11:59 Stephen Railston. Ten Hag explains his Sevilla substitutions. Erik Ten Hag claims he had no choice but to substitute key personnel last night. 11:43 Stephen Railston. Talking points. The presser could be dominated by injury questions. 11:30 Steven Railston Sabitzer gives reason to explain draw. Marcel Sabitzer thinks the draw against Sevilla might have been caused by a lack of focus late in the game. Just like against Everton at the weekend, United were outstanding in the first half of the match and they were good value for their 2-goal lead at halftime, with Marcel Sabitzer netting a brace thanks to some brilliantly worked attacks. Although the lead could have been more at the break, the tempo dropped after the interval and, following multiple questionable substitutions from Erik Ten Hag, Sevilla slowly began to grow in belief and confidence. Read what he said here. 11:17 Steven Railston Ten Hag's bizarre decisions cost United vs Sevilla. A banner was unfurled in the Sevilla end that read "We've got a dream," and their supporters ignited a flare. Manchester United should have doused the dream. Instead, it is still alive. United scored all 4 goals, only 2 of them were in their own net. They did their utmost to make a contest of a tie when its competitiveness ought to have ended after 90 minutes in Manchester. Tyrell Malaysia's dithering defending gave Sevilla a lifeline in the 84th minute, and a header that ricocheted in off the dumbstruck head of Harry Maguire in the 92nd minute continued Sevilla's hex over United. Read the full report here. Steven Railston. Hello and welcome to today's Erik Ten Hag live press conference blog.